Howdy folks, Charlie with Typewriter Justice here, and it just occurred to me that I have not looked up the year on this machine, which you can do on Typewriter Database. Compliments of the Right Reverend Ted Monk. The Typewriter Database exists. typewriterdatabase.com or something like that. Anyway, I've not looked up the year on this. This is a Remington Noiseless Portable. Very, very similar to the Underwood Noiseless Portable. Essentially the exact same machine. And I'm just going to do a little quick video to show you how to use the darn thing and show you the cool bits. So these are pretty simple machines. The mechanisms are different, but the purposes are the same. And, you know, you've got your shift lock. You have your tabulator key over here, your margin release for when you get to the end of your line and, oh man, it's not reaching the platen. What's going on? Hit the margin release and that will let you keep going. Likewise, you can use your margin release to exceed your left margin, but not going to do that as often as you are the right. What else we got? You have your indexing over here for single space or double space. You get 2 clicks. Triple space, 3 clicks. Normally leave that on single spacing. Over here in this same area, you've got a carriage release lever, which there's another one over here. That guy. And these just let you move the carriage around. So you pull that out and do that. And you got a paper release right here, which we'll show you that in a second. And this is a carriage lock. And there's a little clip. Let me get my light over here. This little guy is supposed to fit into that. And it clicks in like that. But this particular one pops back out. Unless you're moving the machine around a bunch, you're not going to use that anyway. But what else we got? I'm going to put a piece of paper in here and show you the paper fingers. These are pretty cool. There's a little bitty roller up underneath there on each of these, and these hold the paper to the platen. So with your paper release undone, it should be nice and relaxed in the middle there. Put your paper in the back, and you want to make sure these paper fingers are lined up with the edges of your paper, and you can roll it right on through. And what your paper release does is you push that back, lets you wiggle your paper around and get it straight. And these paper fingers press it up to hold your paper in place. So, what else we got? Ooh, the margins. I'll show you the margins real quick. So back here is where you set your margins. You have your left margin here, your right margin here, and you move these by pushing it down and then sliding it. So you can change where you want that set. You got to make sure it clicks back into place. So I'm going to set that one at 10. So when I return it, you can read the little 10 down in there. And I didn't get it quite right, so I'm going to move it one more. Now we're at 10. All right. Other stuff you got back here are your tabulator stops. And these little things are what determines where the carriage stops when you hit the tab key. So right now, your margin is set to 10. We have one of these. Looks like it's also, what, that's at 15. So the next tab stop is at 25. There's one at 40, one at 55, and one at 70. We're at 10 right now. We hit that, and now we're at 15. We hit that, and now we're at 25. And that's because that's where these are set. And to move those, you just pinch it, and you really want to do this with like pliers or something, or tweezers, or just itty bitty fingers, and my fingers are big and fat. So you just pinch it and pull that little tab off, and then slide it back where you want it. I like that one about right there. So you won't have to move those very often. All right, a little type test. My paper release On the black setting, oh yeah, that's one I missed. The ribbon color. So this is your ribbon selector. You have the blue setting as the top half of the ribbon. The white is the stencil setting that doesn't use the ribbon. The red setting is the bottom half. So think about it in terms of top, middle, bottom. And the middle just doesn't do anything. That's for doing stencils. So on the black setting, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Listen how quiet that thing is, because it is a noiseless. Pretty good print. Switch over to the blue. Very quick. These are such quiet machines. That's because this mechanism here brings the type bar up to the front, and then from there it just rides the momentum and just barely kisses the paper instead of going thwack. Works pretty good. Still makes a little noise, so it's not quite actually noiseless by design. There you go, little Remington Noiseless. From some mystery year that you can look up the serial number right there on the typewriter database and solve the mystery yourself. Later.